The next selection is from American Civil War fantasy. We're going to be playing an excerpt from this work. It, of course, tells all about the Civil War in songs that were sung largely by the soldiers and the Civil War. It starts with a very poignant hymn called Just Before the Battle Mother. And you can imagine the soldiers in their tents at night worrying about what's going to happen to them the next day. They're thinking of their families and their mother. And there's all sorts of other songs about 1860s. And of course, closing with the Battle Hymn of the Republic, signing justice and good at the end. So we hope you enjoy excerpts from American Civil War fantasy.
Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of it as a final resting place for those who died here, that the nation might live. This we may in all propriety do. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have hallowed it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, while it can never forget what they did here. It is rather for us, the living, we here be dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they here gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Thank you very much. I know that clinicians are always expected to say a few things, nice things, but I want to tell you, I'm as serious as I can be. I came last night. The kids are tired on Friday evenings. I don't know if they know that or not. Adults are tired on Friday evening. And we had a 3-hour rehearsal last night and started working on the music. They came back this morning, and we've rehearsed 5 or 6 hours today. But I need to tell you, and I'm as sincere as I can be, that I've never had a group that's more courteous, engaged, exemplary in their conduct and response as these youngsters on the stage. And I am so grateful for the work that they put in. Whatever you hear this afternoon is a result of their labor and their hard work. And I have nothing but the greatest admiration for them and the programs when they come. I'd like to ask all the directors who have students on the stage to please stand at this time. Surely there's something, yeah. For me, this is the greatest life skill, playing a musical instrument. This is because just what it represents. There are community bands and church orchestras all over this area and throughout the country that have opportunities for adults, youngsters, all ages to participate and share their talent. And I think it's truly a wonderful life skill. I have the privilege of serving as president of the board of directors of the Midwest Clinic Conference that meets every year in Chicago, Illinois. And we're dedicated to the purpose of making young people first, whatever we can do in our clinics and our sessions. I'd also like to thank some other folks today. I know they've been thanked before, but Jesse Espinosa is the head director here at Walter High School and his wonderful facilities that we've enjoyed. But he's also the organizer of this band. And anybody that's ever dealt with me know that I never can make my mind up about things. So I don't know how many times I called him and said, well, change my mind on this, pass this out instead. So he was a busy little bee passing all the music out for the last few days. And weeks, actually, and I could not thank him enough. And Jesse, I want to thank you again for hosting this and all the other so much to me. When I go and do one of these, when I'm privileged to do that, I always ask this young man to come and take care of the percussion, because we're worried about the wind instruments, and the percussion often get a late start or kind of ignored. And J.D. Guzman is a master teacher. He's organized the all-state percussion section of the all-state band. He has quite a resume, and I take him everywhere I can because he makes a regular clinic session for the percussion. So I want to thank J.D. If you're around, let me come out and take a bow, please. J.D. Guzman, where are you? Okay, fine. I can't see. A lot of other things I can't do, but anyway, thank you, J.D., very much for doing this. We're going to close with kind of a fun piece. I think it's fun. And if you'll bear with us and be patient with us, we might give you a little surprise on the end. So here's 76 trombones.
high school directors, we're going to have you come on up. We're going to take a quick picture with the band here, please.